with seasonal vegetables and gravy. Your lunch will be served to your seats this morning at approximately 11:45 a.m. If you wish to order anything else from the menu, please make your way to the galley and car D. If you do wish to purchase any of our hot meals for lunch, please have your money on hand and correct change would be very much appreciated. Thank you and good morning.
I came back through and I went too far.
Oh,
I was like, what one is this? And he said, oh, this is seat something. I'm like, no, what's the car number? He's like, oh, gee. I'm like, oh, okay. I'll go back the other way. Because I've got this and it tells me when I'm too far from the phone. And because I was too far there, then it logged in, and then I was too far there. I'm like, I'm too far there? I'm going back this way. You know. Because it only has so much range. Yeah, I'm waiting to see what the damage around Towns was like. All the flooding they had.
yeah, my granddaughter lives in Townsville. She just finished James Cook.
Oh yeah?
Did psychology. Yeah.
Psychology, eh? Yeah, I got a friend who can never make up his mind what flaming thing he's doing. He's done photography, I think he was doing psychology last, and doing this and doing that, and you know.
Well, they've got so many options.
Yeah.
I did, there's a couple of English companies, one's called, can't think of the names, but I've done a photography diploma. It's one of them.
Yeah.
And I've also finished, I've got one item to do, I've done a diploma of dowsing.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what dowsing is?
Remind me.
We probably know it as water mining.
Yeah, I thought that's what it was.
Yeah, well, it's gone.
I was just trying to remember what they called that, yeah.
Yeah, I used to, but they call it a diploma of dowsing.
Yeah.
But you do, it's not just looking for water, it's looking for all sorts of minerals, and you're using, and they take it a bit further than I used to know when I was a kid, actually looking for water. Pendulum.
All right.
And they have like an aura meter, which measures the aura and how close or distant you are from the aura of somebody.
Mm-hmm.
So that, and what I'm going to do is my last thing, which I might try and make it a bit easier for myself. Yeah, can I get the bangers and mash, please? And I'll pay up there.
Oh yeah, okay. Oh, that's why we did 3 bags.
Yeah. So if you just go up to card D and
Yep.
pay with Daniel,
Yep.
he'll get that all sorted and we'll bring
Okay,
that back to
thanks.
you.
What meal was it, sorry?
Bangers and mash.
Bangers and mash times 2.
No, two bangers and mash, like 2 sausages.
Yeah, 2 meal. Yeah.
I know them, I had before, and they're actually great.
I'll let you
Good morning,
pass.
ladies and gentlemen. Very shortly, the Spirit of Queensland will be arriving at Innisfail. The platform at Innisfail will be on the left-hand side.
Is there one?
This train will be making 2 stops here. First stop will be for luggage only for our customers who are joining the train, and then the train will pull down onto the platform and the doors will be released. So once again, this train is making 2 stops here. First stop is for luggage only for our customers who are joining the train, and then the train will pull down onto the platform and the doors will be released. So customers may step off on the second stop. Please be mindful this will be a brief stop only once the doors are released. As always, smoking is not permitted on the platform, and when the whistle is blown, please reboard the train as this will indicate an immediate departure. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, very shortly arriving at Innisfail. Platform will be on the left-hand side. Customers may step off on the second stop, however will be a brief stop once the doors are released. Thank you and good morning.
Yeah, the other thing I've got to do to finish it is a map. What do I call it? map reconnaissance. I have to get a map, and I said I'm going to find Lassiter's Reef. Now,
So you don't have to go out in your charters
you don't have to go
somewhere.
there. You don't go there. You just get a map and do it on the map.
Oh, okay.
And you divide it up into sections, and you.
So it's theoretical.
It's theoretical. Well, they're claiming that this is real if you believe in the pendulum. So you wave a pendulum over this map and do certain calculations, and you can say, well, that's where the reef is.
Okay.
So, and I reckon I'll be as close as anybody else has ever been to it.
Yeah.
I know where it's supposed to be. It's west of the McDonnell Ranges, right near the Western Australian border. So I know the area, and I've got the old sketch maps that were done in subsequent searches for the reef, not by Lassiter but by other people. So I know where they were looking. But when Lassiter went there, apparently he's taken me in circles, which he couldn't find. And they reckon there's a lot of doubt whether it ever existed. Because he's done that sort of thing before, Lassiter. He had a history of doing that in Canberra.
Yeah.
So I might find something a bit simpler to do so I can finish the course off. And then I'm also almost finished one in memory training, which is bloody interesting to do. How to improve your memory, all the different ways.
I bought a online course. I bought a course, I think it's through Donna's Direct or something about it. There's a whole memory training thing.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool.
Oh, look,
The guy borrowed it off me, and they came back with this little book of all his notes and everything.
Yeah.
Someone else borrowed it but didn't want to give it back. It was all about, like, you remember a certain name by pairing it with something else.
It's like numbers, you group them like a phone number. You
Yeah.
don't try and remember the whole phone number, and I always used to do that. You just remember groups of numbers. So you break them up into like telephone
It
numbers.
depends on your brain too, because my mate can tell you the phone number of just about everyone he's ever met. Every phone number he's ever learnt.
I'm not bad.
Because he's like that with phone numbers.
Yeah.
But with other things, he couldn't tell you half other things, because he's just not that. He's good
Well,
in one
it's
sense.
like when you're giving somebody your mobile phone, like it's in 3 lots. There's the first one which got 4 digits and 3 digits. So my phone number is 0408 772 506. When somebody says, so it's 04087, and I said, stop it. Whatever I said in the first place, don't alter my memory pattern.
Yeah.
I've given you
I
all
do
the
that
numbers.
myself. I've always done that, make it into like a sentence type thing.
Yeah, and the landline 07 4036 3026. So you 2 lots of 2 and then 2 lots of 4.
Yeah. And some people say it different and you go, what?
That's right. If they've
And
got
then
a
you
different
realise,
memory pattern,
it's different.
if they've got a different
Just
memory
a
pattern,
different
it
way
can
of
really
saying
they can really confuse you.
It's just a different way of saying the same thing. But yeah, my mate, he knows the numbers for everything. There's just something, with his mental thingo. But you get people like that. I met this kid, he's about 4-year-old, and he's like, gets on the computer and he's teaching me stuff that
Oh, I know.
I've done up to cert 4 in your tape, and he's showing me stuff that I don't think anyone, many people would know at all.
Well, whenever
like,
my granddaughter comes
Whoa.
up to see me, she comes up to Cairns quite a bit. She and her fiance, and between the two of them, I get all that stuff, setting up phones and all that stuff. I even I had a glass cover on my phone, also a plastic backing on it, and I dropped it yesterday. Day before, getting out of the car, and I got a very, very steep drive, and I watched it slide all the way down the drive to the gutter.
Yeah, how many times I
Fortunately,
dropped this phone?
unfortunately, it was face down, not back down.
Yeah.
So, but the screen, the glass screen, was badly damaged, of course, cracked. I had to take it off. But underneath, it was totally protected.
I've dropped this thing so many times on the front, back, side, corner.
Yeah,
Never bothered it.
I've got one. I got it from Code. That's the latest Agora 9.
Yeah, I bought my drone through them, but not very good. But yeah,
Well, this thing, the only thing that when I read the reviews, they said, don't try and take photos with it. They said both cameras are pretty ratchet, but the rest of it is excellent. $150, that's what it costs. It's a
yeah,
smart
I do online broadcasts. So I do live broadcasts, and yeah, you need a lot of high quality cameras and stuff. But this one does okay. But I had a Samsung Galaxy something a while ago, and just put it down on the desk, right? I'm just sitting on the desk, and the bloody screen starts cracking.
Oh, okay.
Just sitting on the desk, not even being touched or anything. I'm like, what's
I had,
going on with
I had a
that?
Galaxy 3 and I inherited from a cousin. It would have been probably 4 years old when he gave it to me, and I had it for 3 years. So I reckon I did real well out of that.
Yeah, any piece of tech that lasts more than 3 years, you're doing well. Because they're only built to last 3 years. At max.
Yeah, I know.
But
Built-in obsolescence.
they still last like 20 years and 10 years and 5 years and stuff. Depends on how you treat them.
Just second stop is for the customers.
Really depends on how you treat them.
Yeah, I'll pause my movie too. Oh, it's not a movie, it's like a rock. Bat out of
I
hell.
know some people that tech doesn't last them very long at all. Because they throw it around and stuff.
Oh.
That's what it is.
Yeah, there's
Lens
that.
cover. The phone, my camera bag is up there. It's got 3 lenses in there.
Okay. Yeah, the guy I watched that does the online broadcasting as well bought a $1,700 lens. Went to the airport, the person just threw it in the bin.
Oh,
And he's like, well, you can't go off at them about it because then you get put in jail. And they just threw it in the bin in America. And like, he's like, that's a $1,700 bloody lens, you know? Because
Why
he's
do
a
they-
big photography nut.
why would they take it off him?
I don't know.
I
don't know what problem you would
Bit hard.
have with the lens.
It's a bit hard to kill somebody with a lens, isn't it?
Seems kind of strange. Maybe the person was just wanting to be like those people you were talking about.
Yes.
You know, just being silly. And he's like, oh, they threw my toothpaste out as well because he has this special type of toothpaste that he uses.
Yeah.
And they threw that out because you're not allowed toothpaste on the plane because the terrorists use it.
To clean their teeth.
No, they mix it with some other thing and make explosives, you know, but
Yeah, but see,
No.
most of us don't know that. So the more, and then they have to do, I don't know why, but I've got knee replacement, so I set the bells off. So they've got to go all the way over me, and I say, it's here, mate, that's what's making the noise. I've got titanium in the knee. And then you take your shoes off, and then they run the scan on the bottom of your feet. Well, what the hell are you going to have inside the soles of your feet to blow up a plane?
well,
Something.
they've got to be.
So now
they've got to be
they've
total.
let me know now that somehow you can blow up a plane with something you put in the soles of your feet, or what else? There was nail files. You can kill somebody with a nail file. I bet you didn't know that.
Oh yeah, you can kill someone easy. All you need is
Not
something
easily.
about that long.
Not
Something
easily.
about that long, and you can kill someone. But yeah, they're just being thorough. I had to do that as security guard.
Hello, what time you got home? Well, I lost, you know that little clip that goes on my watch on the band to keep it in place? It's come out. I'll have to order another one, which I'll do sometime over the weekend. They'll send it out for free. But just have a look out where I loaded the car. I think it's come off as I was struggling with that suitcase, putting it in the back of the ute. So it may be either in the back of the ute or on the, well, when it stops, but the rain may wash it away, of course, but don't worry too much. I've had a look here in the train to see if it's happened here, because I had to lifting that big suitcase up, but I can't find it here, but it may be there. So, yeah, that's the only thing I thought of I left behind, but I didn't know. Yeah, well, I know, I didn't have a ticket for you. Yeah. Well, this is my third call. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. There's a few. Yeah. For Africa. All right. Talk to you later. All right. Still raining. Cairns.
Yeah. It was raining all the way to Mariba. It was fine in Mariba yesterday or the day before. And then it was raining from Atherton to Mariba and then from Mariba to Cairns, but not at Mariba. Mariba's a pretty dry old place.
I noticed, yeah.
It's funny how just that one spot doesn't rain but the rest do.
Yeah,
we get a little
it is
bit.
funny, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. It's like Townsville, the rain always just goes right around
That's
it.
right. I lived
Never
in
should go to
Townsville
it.
for about 5 years.
I lived there for years.
I was
10 or
in the
something.
I was in the army. I was there.
Yeah, my sister's husband was in the army. He was army. He was his dad was army. All his people were army.
Yep.
But he went to go over to Kuwait.
Yep.
And they injected him with all this stuff, and then he happened to be the one in so many hundred that went mental because of the stuff.
Yep.
So then he got a job doing the water refinery, working there, and then now he's pensioned off, just doing a bit of tech work.
Veterans Affairs pension.
I don't know. They don't talk about it.
Yeah, well, it sounds like he's probably entitled to it. Just.
Oh yeah, because the army caused the problem, so they should be paying him to fix it.
Yeah, well, my reason for asking is, are they? Because a lot of people don't claim for whatever reason. I don't know. Some of them don't know about it. This TPI pension I mentioned, that gets me my free travel every fortnight on this train. It gives me free travel on all public transport in Queensland, including ferries, full medical treatment for all conditions.
Well, that's pretty good.
Yep, and a very good pension. And it's not subject to tax. So,
Yeah, pension's not subject to tax. I'm on a pension
well,
myself.
it can be if you earn enough. This one, there's no tax, no matter. So even when you add, so what I get is a service pension, which is equates to the old age pension, restricted because on this side I have a military pension, which I contribute to pay for, and then the other one is this disability pension. These two are added together for tax purposes, but not the disability one.
I'm on disability, so
Yeah.
I've got disability. I just do each to make up the shortfall a little bit here and there.
Yeah. How do they pay that? Do they cash?
No, it's straight in the bank.
Yeah.
Goes in the bank every two weeks. It's only about $1,000 every 2 weeks. So it's not a great deal.
How many hours you got to do to get 500 a week?
Don't do any hours. What do you mean hours?
Well, what do you get paid for? What work do you get paid for?
Work is Uber Eats.
Yeah, but I'm getting
Oh, that. It's around about $10 a trip.
that much, is it?
Yeah, it's gone down. It's about $8-ish, $10 a trip. It's always been about $10 a trip.
Well, that's better than I thought because I was figuring it'd be around about $5 because of the cost. The meal's not terribly expensive in the first place, and you get paying.
Well,
So I thought I could only afford to carry $5 delivery charge.
no. Each restaurant pays 30%
Yep.
to Uber, right? And
Yep.
then I think out of that 30%, we're paid per trip,
Yeah.
but the customer can also do tips now.
Okay.
So we've got a pretty big area to deliver in. So you'll do a delivery and sometimes it'll be $4, $5. Sometimes it'll be $10 or $22.
So it counts the distance. The distance counts.
Yeah, distance.
Okay.
It's mainly distance, like any courier business.
Yep.
You get paid for taking it from here to there.
Yeah.
You don't get paid from getting to
Right.
there or getting away from there.
Yeah,
You get
sure.
paid just that time it's on board,
Yeah.
So, but you can do 2 or 3 in a row. Yeah, it's pretty good. It creeps up pretty good.
Well, I wonder because
You can get $100 a day, 50 a day, 150.
really.
It's just the hours you work. The hours are the main thing.
Well, the other thing I did notice, that same restaurant, I went back on the Saturday.
Yeah.
And I reckon there was probably 20 riders came in on Saturday lunch,
Yeah.
which surprised me.
Saturday's busy. Friday's busy, Saturday's busy. Sunday afternoon is pretty busy. I usually hook on Sunday afternoon after church.
Yeah.
Man, I've had $60-something an hour on a Sunday afternoon just delivering food. Because I've been doing 3 or 4 or 5 at once, like, oh, man.
Okay, so you can have several deliveries on board.
Oh, yeah.
Because the people on the bike, I noticed there's probably only room for one on their backpack. They can only probably fit one meal in there.
You get a backpack from Uber.
Yeah,
You can fit two meals in there
yeah,
and 2 drinks.
okay. But in a car,
But it's limited.
unlimited, pretty much, aren't you?
Yeah,
So
it's on the bike is limited.
I didn't. All right. Well, I didn't think a car would be, or motorbike would be an option. But obviously, if you can carry a whole lot of deliveries. That's where the money is.
The motorbike and the push bike are great, as long as you don't get drinks.
Yeah.
Second you get drinks, they're not good. Or you get Maccas.
Yeah.
Or you get one of these. See, what they're doing now is they put the food in, they put the drinks in, they fold it over and they clip it.
Yep.
They thing it really hard. Macca's just puts a sticker over it, right? And then you just put it in the car, you take it, deliver it and stuff. And they pack it in such a way that nothing moves.
Okay.
So you can take it from them, put it in the backpack, take it to the customer, take it out of the backpack, it's all good,
Yep.
Whereas when I started, they give you the food, then they give you the drinks. And if you didn't have drink holders, you've got no way of carrying it.
Yeah.
I've seen one guy on a scooter. He had the backpack on his back. He had an open top drink here, and he's trying to ride the scooter and run the brakes with the open top drink.
Oh,
I'm like,
no,
oh man.
Well, that's what I was worried about, because I thought, how are these people on a night, Friday night with the traffic, in and out on those bikes?
Yeah.
If it's raining, you can't have like they're not lit up enough to make them totally safe.
Yeah, you need to have safety wear and all that, but Brisbane, big cities like Brisbane, Melbourne, Sydney, they've got walking now. You can walk it. So those sort of things, brilliant. Because the car, you'd just be sitting in traffic for hours and wouldn't be much worse. You know?
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
But places like Cairns or those places, car's good because you got longer distance trips, which is pretty cool. Yeah, I've had so much fun with it. But see, the reason I do it's not so much for the money; it's for the freedom.
Yes.
I've never come across a job where I can log in Townsville, Brisbane, anywhere in the world that has Uber. I can log in and do work.
Okay.
I just go on the app, press go online, I got work.
Well, their car system is excellent. I use it all the time.
Yeah, Uber driver is
Yep.
good, but you need a car under 10 years old.
Well, my car is registered as 10 years old, but it's only done 16,000.
Yeah.
But I've got it registered because they're not going to do it too much longer, and I don't really want to buy a car just to because how much longer am I going to be able to drive? I've got to have an annual medical, which I don't have a problem with. But all right, they're delivering by drone in Perth, Uber Eats.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, they're doing a lot of that sort of stuff. The problem is not the technology. The problem
I
is
know,
the law trying to
regulations.
catch up with the technology.
I know, and that's the same with autonomous cars. It's the same problem here.
That's the biggest problem.
We're going to be so far behind here with government
Oh
policy.
no, not once 2020 comes. Their plan is to put this new 5G, true 5G, not this pretend 5G that we've got, this new 5G everywhere, which is 20 times faster than the NBN.
Yeah, I've been following it. Yeah.
With Wi-Fi 6. Once they do that, there will be no limit to what technology can do.
Well,
It's just going to go off.
I am looking at the next vehicle I buy will be an electric vehicle,
Yeah.
and hopefully autonomous.
And they said the other day they're going to ban selling petrol vehicles in 2025. By 2025, you're not going to be able to buy a petrol vehicle.
Well, at least, hopefully their policy takes that into account when we start looking at autonomous cars and electric cars.
Well, everything's going electric now, and they've got electrics now that will do the same as petrol. No problem.
Yeah, I know
Without
that.
too much worry.
Yeah, you're still paying a bit of money though.
Oh yeah, you're paying the big bucks for it because they're not, because that's demand. See, if you have a product and you sell one every so many, like one a year, it's going to be really expensive.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
If you're selling like 50 or 60 a day, it's going to be cheaper.
Yeah. Well, I'm waiting for that to happen, so they come down to the point where the beauty about electric cars, as you know, there's no really ongoing costs. There's no maintenance costs, pretty much.
Well, there is in the batteries and there is in
The
things,
batteries are
but
the last.
they're long term.
The
They're
life
like
of the battery.
changing motors, so
Yeah.
yeah, it's long term, so it's not too bad. It's not as much cost because you're not paying to fill up every so often. Especially if you have one of those plugs installed in your house.
Yes.
And just put it on charge when you're at home and then.
That's right.
Do your driving, and then when you get home again, put it on charge again. It's only if you run out of electricity somewhere in, along the road, you've got to pay to fill it up. That's the only differences, but yeah, not too bad. A lot of taxis went that way, petrol electric.
They're very efficient. I hired a Camry over in Perth. I can't think of what I got, but I only filled it. I can't remember, but it was probably, I reckon, 40% cheaper than what it would have cost me in a fully petrol car.
Yeah,
I was
because
amazed.
as long as there's no stress on the engine, it runs electric.
Yep.
It'll run around all day on electric. As soon as you go uphill a bit, or you're starting off, the stress, the petrol cuts in. So the petrol engines probably last a lot longer because it's hardly ever used.
Yeah.
It's only used to get going and to go uphill. So.
Well, I was really impressed with this Camry. I thought it was, Camry hybrid. I thought it was fantastic, but I thought, no, I've still got this diesel I mentioned, the Nissan STX. That will see me out anyway. Like, it's a diesel, it's only got 16,000 Ks on the clock, so if I get rid of the other two, I've still got that I could probably sell still at a reasonable price because it's in perfect condition.
Diesel's good. I don't mind diesel. It's quite good. Because, it's burning oil, so it's pretty good. They're about a reliable car. They go further on a litre than a petrol.
Yeah.
So they're pretty good, and
I've even heard costs are down a bit.
I've even heard you can get coconut oil and run them on coconut.
You can. Yeah. I don't think I'd like to try it, but you can. Yes.
P&G boys did it. They were doing it, making their own coconut oil and running the car on it.
And you get the fat from the oil from the fish and chip shops. And
There was a guy in the four-wheel drive club who used to do that. So everyone would go, I smell fish and chips. It was funny, yes. But it went a long way. It did well. It did really well, so,
This watch of mine suddenly put itself on Eastern Summertime. I don't know why. I got up this morning and panicked because
I put it on daylight saving.
Yeah, that's what it's on. I don't know how to change it back. It's done it itself.
It's an auto setting.
Yeah.
You go into settings and tell it not to do that.
Do you know how to do that?
I could probably figure it out in a few minutes.
Yeah. It's not my forte. Well, I was probably not. It's done that before and ended up fixing itself, rectifying itself.
Oh, your heartbeat's 85. Mine's always a lot more than that. Where is your settings?
My average resting heart rate is 71.
Yeah, I've got this damn. Just give me the settings.
I don't worry too much about it. I know it's an hour fast, so I just get to take
Yeah, you'll have to. You'll have to do your calculations. That's all. It takes it's. See the swipe up, swipe down, or swipe left or right to get it to go to where you want it to go to. So, all the computers and that, they run off internet time, and they correct
Yeah.
themselves through internet time.
Yep.
But if you don't have them set to the right place, like I set all mine to Brisbane,
Yep.
because Brisbane is the closest you're going to get to
Well,
the
that's,
north.
That's where I went to in the first place with it.
And there's a thing that says daylight savings, you just turn that off. Because we don't have daylight savings, so we don't need to worry about it.
Yeah, that's what's obviously happened. It's somehow confused itself into thinking it's on. Should be on.
Yeah, I
daylight
think it's
saving.
ended now. I don't think it's on anymore. But yeah, mine have done that before. I was going waiting for some people to pick me up, and I'm out the front there and all
Yeah.
ready to go, and I'm waiting and going, what is going on here? And I finally gave up and went inside, and they turned up. And I said, "You're late, what's going on?" And I'm like, well, I've been sitting out here waiting for you guys for like an hour or something. It's because the watch, the time was an hour fast or something. You know, it's just the way it goes.
Well, I'm going to go up and have a beer.
Yeah, you're right,
Pay
buddy.
for my lunch.
You're right, buddy. I'll see you when you get back. Sleeping, I mean, it's kind of done with that, so. No, I'll find a way. I'll find a way. In this fast, put it down. Get down the air can, should get over to live thing. It's a
I want to live in there myself.